Hello, my name is Mallory Ervin, and this is my RCTX 4900 Cypress Glen interview question set 5. The first question is, what if you had to respond to a crisis? Meant to be vague, but what would you do first and why? Then second, third, fourth, and so on. So there are many variations to what I could do and how I would respond in a crisis situation at Cypress Glen, depending on what the circumstances, of course, would lead how I react. And so, first off, I think it's crucial to just, within any circumstance, remain calm. That way, I can clearly make a decision and act quickly in a calm and controlled manner. This also sets the scene for other people and the environment around me, just to ensure that everything's okay and under control, but just to act in a calmly manner to better the mindset of other people as well. The second would probably just be to ensure everyone's safety and well-being around me, whether the crisis is based off of somebody else or a surrounding case. Just ensuring everybody is safe and okay is major and crucial. So whatever that takes and whatever that looks like, using my CPR or BLS certifications to kind of lead those would be helpful and implemented absolutely. But the third would probably be to just communicate to my supervisors or to nurses, other faculty members at Cypress Glen, to just stay in the know and to act accordingly to their facility and their protocols. So that kind of just bleeds on into the fourth step that I would do, is to just follow the protocols that are already established. That way, Cypress Glen or the facility can not be at risk for anything or put in harm's way, but to just follow the established protocols and goals to respect those responsibilities and outcomes of what they expect to do in a crisis situation. And then lastly, just to document the crisis and whatever happens accordingly. This would just record everything that goes on and what went wrong, what I did, how I responded, and just to record that information for future notice or just other faculty members that it's needed. And then that can just go into follow-up questions and records and such. The next question is, why should I accept you as a recreational therapy intern over somebody else who is applying? I believe that I'm an excellent candidate for Cypress Glen for many reasons, but I have a very strong will and passion to serve and help others. I believe my characteristics and personality just cater to that. I believe building a strong rapport, whether that be in the residents or just with anybody working in the facility, other interns or faculty members, just building strong relationships to better work together and alongside each other to collaborate and use teamwork skills to just make the environment and the services stronger is incredibly important to me. And I also saw that in a great manner with my time volunteering at Cypress Glen, and just believe that I would add to that in a great deal. Another reason is I am a hard worker and I have a strong work ethic. I believe that shows in everything I do, and whether that's education or in a professional manner, I tend to uphold that or expect to uphold that moving into an internship. So I get things done in a timely manner and by the due dates. I'm organized, and that just reflects in my work ethic and abilities. The next, I believe that going back, I've volunteered and had the opportunity to collaborate and visit Cypress Glen and know their facility is such an incredible place that upholds so many great values that I also share, and I was able to see that hands-on at my time volunteering there. Just in their setting, that I was able to see their great services and meet their faculty and just get some really good advice and insight from them while I was there was so important, and I'm so thankful for that opportunity. Another thing is just with that, I have a lot more other volunteer experiences, but just hands-on experience in general within various different populations, ages, and demographics, just doing different things around my community that I've been so fortunate to have and very thankful to take, that have taught me a lot of valuable lessons and insights going into this career, that I think that have absolutely changed my mindset and how I go about things, that I think would be extremely helpful in an internship at Cypress Glen. The next question is, what qualities do you look for in a supervisor and external state? So I love this question, and I think I've been able to reflect on that from past experiences with advisors or supervisors, and just working alongside people. I think one of the biggest qualities I look for is someone that is approachable. Going into an internship, that transitional period will be challenging, but it'll just be new and full of questions and just a time of learning. And I think being approachable as a supervisor would provide me the confidence to go to them and seek them out for help, but also just that support is incredibly important to me as an intern, but also just as an individual and a professional or soon-to-be professional. Having that guidance and leadership is extremely important to me, and I think when that person above me is approachable and willing to help, it can make the world of a difference. The next one would be organization skills. I think when the leader or a supervisor is organized, they have their calendar up to date, they have their agenda and their to-do list, and they work ahead, or they're just ready and prepared for the day of what they need to do and what's going on at Cypress Glen, say for example, or just me as an intern, what I need to do, my expectations or their expectations of me, and that's communicated clearly. I think that just sets the foundation for a strong and efficient workplace. And then another thing would just to lead by example, going about each day exuding the roles and the responsibilities and the characteristics of a good worker and caretaker or care provider is extremely important to me. It gives me an example to look up to, preparing for my career, and just going into this internship is a learning experience in itself. And so I'm visual. I have to learn through experiences and people, and so just seeing my supervisor lead by example of how they want things and people to act in the workplace is extremely important to me, and it motivates me to bring my best self to the workplace. The last and final question is, what questions do you have for your potential internship supervisor regarding the internship? You should have at least 5 questions, but think outside the box. Provide 2 examples of questions you might ask at the end of your internship interview, and you may not use my examples below. So I love this question. I think one of the top questions, or few questions that I have, would be what would be the best, or what's a good piece of advice a supervisor or leader could give me going into this internship within this field and environment. Another one would be, what's the most important skills that an intern could have and should have while working with this population, especially at Cypress Glen, working with aging adults and that environment. What are they looking for, and how can I best meet those and exude those in the workplace? Another one would be, what are some challenges that past interns have had within the internship, and how maybe they overcame or worked through them with the help of their supervisor or individually. Another one would be what a day in the life looks like as an intern at Cypress Glen. I know things can change, and so just making sure I have a good understanding of what my day-to-day is going to look like can better help me prepare for an interview or just that internship in general. Another one would be what kind of skills they look for in an intern, similar to the other one or other question I asked. And yeah, maybe what's the most rewarding part about working at Cypress Glen and in their career, and maybe how that compares to other facilities. Just hearing different experiences gives a good depiction of what that work life is like. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.